Hello everyone, welcome back to the new video lecture from the series Python for Data Science. In the last video, we have studied how to create a one-dimensional and two-dimensional array using list as well as different attributes of arrays like dimension, shape, size, type of the element and an atom size. Now, in this video, we will focus on other ways of creating NumPy array and also see demonstration on finding an index and how to get sub-array using slicing. So now we will start our Jupyter notebook. So first we will import a NumPy library here. Now here we will pass a nested list of integers to an array function. Now here we will declare an array variable array1 suppose equal to np.array. Now in round bracket we have to pass an nested list. So we will just put a square bracket and inside that square bracket we'll put two elements of row 4 and 6 suppose, and in second square bracket we will put another set of elements, for example 6 and 9. Now we will execute this and suppose I have typed the variable name, I will get my array. Now here the data type of the elements is integer. I am writing here d type equal to float. Now we will execute it again and here we can see that the integer data types are now converted into float data type. So this is the one way. Suppose I want to change the data type of the element, here with the help of d type function I can change the data type of the element. Now many a times it is required that the elements of the array must be initialized to 0, right? So how we can create it? Using the zeros function. NumPy has a function named as zeros that will initialize all the elements of the array to the 0. We will see this. We will create another array, suppose array2 np.zeros, and in round bracket we will provide the shape of an array, suppose 3 by 4, right? Now we will execute this array2, so it will display the elements of array2, right? So this 0 command by default data type of the array created by this function is float. Here we can see that 0 dot, that means a float elements are created, right? Again we can change the type using dtype function, dtype equal to int, right? So here we can see that the data type of the element created by the 0 function will get changed. Similarly, we can create an array with all the elements initialized to 1 using the function once. Now again we will create a new array, array3 equal to np dot, now the function name is once, and again in round bracket we will provide the shape of the array 3 by 2. We will write the array name, we will call this variable. Now here we can see the elements of the array. So again by default the data type of the elements generated by this once command is float. Again we can change by typing here command type equal to data type equal to integer, so the data type will get changed. Now suppose we want to create an array with numbers in a given range or a given sequence. So for that purpose we can use the function name as arrange. Here again we will declare a new array, array4 equal to np dot Now the function name is arrange, and in arrange we will provide count. Now we will execute this and we will get a sequence of numbers from 0 to 5. Total elements I have provided to this function arrange is 6. So one dimensional array starting from 0 till 6th element, that is 5. Okay, so total 6 elements are there in your one dimensional array. Now suppose I want elements of an array using range function starting from a particular number, right? So here I will declare again one more variable array5 np dot arrange, and here the starting element will be -2, right? The end element, suppose it is 24, and the step will be 4, right? Now we will see the element of this array 5 equal to, now array element they are starting from -2 incremented by 4, the next element will be 2, then plus 2 again, next element will be 6. Like this we can provide the step here, starting point of the sequence, end point of the sequence, and the step or increment by which your element will get incremented. Now here we are getting one dimensional array as output of this arrange function. Suppose I want to change the shape of this array. So using reshape command I can change the shape of the array. Suppose end element I will change to 27 and increment will be 4, right? Now here how many elements are generated? There are total 8 elements are generated. Now here I can use the reshape command. I can write down here dot reshape in round brackets. Suppose total 8 elements are there, so I can create 4 by 2 array, 2 dimensional array, right? So here we can see 4 by 2 array is generated now. So in this way, using reshape command we can change a one dimensional array to 2 dimensional array. Now we will see how indexing done in array. So for 2 dimensional array, the indexing for both the dimensions starts from 0, and each element is referred through 2 indices I and j, right? Now what is I? I represents the row number and j represents the column number. Now suppose here in this array, suppose I want to display this element, right, 6. So how we can access this element? I have to provide the row index and column index of this element. What is the row index of this element? Each dimension starts with 0, right? So row index will be 0 and 1 for this element, right? And column index is 0. Suppose I want to display this element, I will write down array 5 of, now row index will be 1, comma 0. So it will display the element 6, right? What will be the row index and column index for 26? So row index will be 0, 1, 2 and 3, right? So I will write down here 3, and column index will be 0 and 1, right? So I will change here 1. So here we will get element 26. Now consider a table showing marks obtained by student in 3 different subjects. Let us create an array called marks which will store marks of 4 students in 3 subjects as shown in this table. So here, as there are 4 students, that means we'll require 4 rows and 3 subjects marks are there, so there will be 3 columns. The array is called as marks 4 by 3, right? 4 rows and 3 columns. Now this array can store 4 multiplied by 3, that is total 12 elements, and marks in square bracket ij refers to the element at I plus 1th row and j plus 1th column, because the index value starts at 0. Thus marks in square bracket 3 by 1 is the element in 4th row and the second column, that is 72. Now, how to extract a sub-array from the given array? Sometimes we need to extract a part of an array. So, this is done through a slicing. We can define each part of the array to be sliced by specifying the start and the end index values using start and stop in square bracket along with the array name, right? So here the starting point is here the row numbers. So a range is given 1 colon 3, and for column again a range is given 0 colon 2, right? So we will see our table here. Now 1 colon 3, that means the starting row number is 1, right? So here first row number is indexed with 0. Here the first row is containing elements 76, 75 and 47, right? So this row is there as a starting point and end row is 3. So this row will get skipped. So 1 and 2, these rows are considered, and for column the starting location is 0. So first column is considered, then second column is considered as its index is 1, right? Indexes are starting from 0. So on 0th column the elements are 78, 76, 84 and 67, right? The column number 1 has element 67, 75, 59 and 72, right? So these two columns are considered. So this command marks of 1 colon 3 comma 0 colon 2 will access these 4 elements. So output of this command we will get here 76, 75, 84 and 5, that is this 2 by 2 sub array. Now we will execute all these commands. So we will create first the array name as marks equal to np dot array, in round bracket we will give the square bracket. First here we will give first student marks 78 comma 67 56, then next so here we will get an array named as marks, right? Now what we want to do is we want to access the sub array, right? So we will write down here variable name as sub, where we are getting our sub array, of which matrix we will want the sub array marks, and here we will provide the start position and end position of the sub array, right? So here I am writing 1 colon 3, this specifies the row numbers, and 0 colon 2, this specifies a column index, right? Then after that we will write the variable name sub. We will print the elements of variable sub. So here I am getting the sub array from the main array. In this way we can access the sub array from the main array. So here we will stop this video. In this video we have learned different ways of creating arrays. Also learn the concept of indexing and slicing. So stay tuned with the channel and don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. We will meet in the next video. Bye bye.